वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन कालिंदी जमुना जय जय मोहन। श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन कालिंदी जमुना जय जय मोहन। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। केसि काट बंसी बट द्वादश कानन जहाँ सब लीला कोइला श्री नंदन दान। केसि काट बंसी बट द्वादश कानन जहाँ सब लीला कोइला श्री नंदन दान। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। श्री नंद जसोदा जय जय गोपगण श्री दामादि जय जय देनवत्सगण। श्रीनंद जसोदा जय जय गोपगण श्री दामादि जय जय देनवत्सगण। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। जय वृषभानु जय कीर्तिदा सुंदरी जय पूर्णमासी जय अभिरा नगरी। जय वृषभानु जय कीर्तिदा सुंदरी जय पूर्णमासी जय अभिरा नगरी। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। जय जय गोपीश्वर वृंदावन माज जय जय कृष्ण सखा बाट द्विजराज। जय जय गोपीश्वर वृंदावन माज जय जय कृष्ण सखा बाट द्विजराज। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। जय राम घाट जय रोहिणी नंदन जय जय वृंदावन बस चाट जान। जय राम घाट जय रोहिणी नंदन, जय जय वृंदावन बासी चाट जान। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन, श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। जय द्विज पत्नी जय जय नाग कन्या गण, भक्ति तेज हर पालो गोविंद चरण। जय द्विज पत्नी जय नाग कन्या गण, भक्ति तेज हर पालो गोविंद चरण। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन, श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। श्री रास मंडल जय जय राधा श्याम, जय जय रास लीला सर्वमनोरम। श्री रास मंडल जय जय राधा श्याम, जय जय रास लीला सर्वमनोरम। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन, श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। जय 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 ज्वल रस सर्वरस सार, पारकीय पावे जहाँ ब्रजेते प्रचार। जय जय ज्वल रस सर्वरस सार, परकीय पावे जहाँ ब्रजेते प्रचार। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन, श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। श्री जानवा पद पद्म कोरिया स्मरण, दीन कृष्ण दास को है नाम संकीर्तन। श्री जानवा पदा पद्म कोरिया स्मरण, दीन कृष्ण दास को है नाम संकीर्तन। जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन, श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Very beautiful, Mataji. Very nicely sung. Very beautiful song. Okay, we got some devotee join. Hare Krishna. Jum user Mataji. Would you like to share your name, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sorry, I don't know. I can't do it in my name. I can't put
Oh,
it some reason. Hare Krishna. It's
yes,
Jagriti Mataji here. But
Mataji. Yeah, yeah, yes, yes.
I don't know why I can't. That's what I'm looking for. If I'm going on the Zoom, I can't put my name on it.
Okay, Mataji.
Do you
Okay,
know how to put it?
yeah, I will do it for you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, we got Hemlata Mataji, Gaurgi Mataji, Asha Mataji. Dhanavad pranam to all of you.
Dandavat pranam Prabhu. Hare
Dhanavad
Krishna.
pranam, Prabhu. And Hare.
Dhanavad pranam. Okay, thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandava Pranam, or Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandava
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
Thank you for joining.
Very nice, Susa Mataji.
Very nice.
Okay, Prabhu. I can do Mangalacharya, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Oh, you put it. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Om Timirandasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरे वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादे पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As Amoga Prabhu's request, I'm just trying to, I don't have any knowledge to preach, but I'm just trying to share a little bit about how Sudhama visits the Lord Krishna in Dwarika. So that is the Canto 10 and chapter 80. So the Brahman Sudhama visit Lord Krishna in Dwarika. So in this chapter, I'm just giving a little bit summary about this chapter. So this chapter is Brahman Sudama, how we go to visit to Lord Krishna in Dwarika. As his Lord that Brahman Sudama's wife tell Sudama to go and visit your friend in Dwarika. So that somehow Sudama is refusing, and then he have so many argument about this. Susila said, "How can I go to visit the Krishna? And I'm not. I don't want to ask anything." And that Sudama is very poor, and he doesn't have sometimes him and his wife doesn't have a food to even eat. Even children go without food and sleep hungry. So that Sudama's wife, she doesn't want any like opulent or anything, but she's just telling Sudama to go and just have a darshan to Lord Krishna, your friend, your Bal Sakha, like childhood friends, that you can go to Krishna. So this is all about this summary how that Brahman Sudama goes to visit the Krishna, and then how the Krishna is welcoming the Sudama. So this is like so beautiful. I just like that how that childhood friends. Krishna never forgets anybody, but that if somebody visit to Krishna, like if somebody go to Krishna, just Krishna wants that his devotee, the bhakta, come and just to give just take a darshan for the Krishna. So that's why that like this Krishna said devotee if they visit to Krishna and they have a darshan, the Krishnas fulfill the desires, and then even though Sudama doesn't have any desire to have any like material, but that wife wants to serve her husband Sudama. So that's why she said, just go for your friend, just go and visit. So that's like all about this. I'm gonna just read about first and then I'm gonna explain. So the Brahman Sudama visit Lord Krishna in Dwarika. And like this chapter relates how Lord Krishna worshipped his Brahman friend Sudama, who came his place seeking charity, and how the two of them discussed the pastime they had shared while living at the home of their spiritual master Sandipani Muni. So the Brahmana Sudama, a Persian friend of Lord Krishna, was completely free of material desire. So that here that Sudama have no material desire and just wants to say that he is completely free from all the material desire. He was always chanting Krishna's name, even though even he doesn't have to. Sometimes he doesn't have any food. Still, he is remembering Krishna. So, like he maintained himself and his wife with whatever came of its own accord, and thus they were poverty stricken. One day, Sudama's wife, unable to find any food to prepare for her husband, went to him and asked that he visit his friend Krishna in Dwarika and beg some charity. Sudama was reluctant, but when she persisted, he agreed to go. So after so many times that Sushila, that we can say that there is no name mentioned, but the like Sushila, so she have a many like shield in that, so that's why they maybe that Sudama's wife called Sushila. So that here there is no name about the name of the Sudama, but they said in Sushila that she's Gunvati Shilwan or something. Like the wife, she's desired to fulfill that husband desire, like she served without any things. She's serving her husband, even though she is not like a Krishna's devotee, but she is serving to her husband like a pure like a wife, and she never asked Sudama any like opulent or anything. But then she said, okay, for to serve her husband, she is telling her husband to please go and visit your friend. He will give you something. But Sudama still was refusing. Why? How can I go to ask my friend to give me some? But just at least then the wife Sushila insists to husband to go and just have a darshan to your friend. So that's why Sudama started to go to Dwarika, and how he have so many like difficulties when he goes to that he doesn't have a like proper clothes or anything, and he doesn't have anything to give to the friend when he goes to see the friend. So normally when we go to see Krishna, so we take something, even though Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam. So the Krishna takes anything, whatever you offer like in your heart, in the little bit, even though Patram, that's in Gita, Bhagavad Gita said Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam. So even you giving anything from your heart, so Krishna will accept. So then Sudama said, how can I go? I don't have anything to give it to Krishna. Then wife goes to some neighbors, and the neighbor gave some like rice. They got a flat rice. It's called poha. So she got some from the neighbors, and then she gave it to husband in tight in a clothes like a torn clothes. And Sudama is very weak, even though how the wife is very worried about that husband and how he is going to reach the Dwarika. He doesn't have so much strength, and he's very weak. So even though then still he said okay. He gave some borrowing some, asking some rice to give it to the his friend Krishna, and he said when you visit and you give it to your friend. So then Sudama takes a flat rice, and then he just started walking to the Dwarika. So then at Sudama approached the place of Lord Krishna's principal wife Rukmani Devi, the Lord baked a handful of rice, and then how that so Krishna is when the in the by walking Sudama is very weak, and somehow Krishna then when there is a bit in the text 11 that Krishna now a ruler of the pujas, Vrishnis and Andhakas is staying in the Dwarika. So when he reached to the Dwarika, that place Sudama, so as we said, the Dwaripal has to be stopped. Some how the Sudama said, how are you? Where you going? And then he said, "Is going to meet my the friend, childhood friends." But in the Krishna, that said, the Krishna never stopped to Brahmana to come to in his place. But when we said that Dwarpal and Jaya and Vijaya, when we say that when we want to visit to Lord, so the Lord, the Dwarpal, Jaya and Vijaya stopped that the four Kumaras, and how they stop, and then if they cursing. But here that in Krishna's never stopped to Brahmana to go and visit anytime. They can go. But when we listen, say the in some kathas or anything, in that they explain they stop the Sudama to where you want to go, because you are not they look at you, that they are looking at outside how that Sudama is wearing the torn clothes, and then he doesn't have a strength, and then how that you are going to be like a Krishna's friend is a like a Vaikuta Patel, that he's the personality of Godhead, and then you are that like a Brahmana, and then you are very poor. So how you can be a friend? And then that Sudama said, "Okay, I am the Krishna's friend, and we were in the Sandipani. Just tell that your Balasakha, like a Krishna childhood friends, Sudama, I came to visit you." And then that inside just that Dwarpal, like a doorkeeper, said, "Okay, Krish, that somebody came to visit you at that door. And he's mentioning that he is your friend, is like a childhood friend." So Krishna, who was that sitting on his bed, and Rukmani Devi was serving. So Krishna just heard that like his friend coming to visit him, and then he just ran. His like Uttariya just felt like when he listened to that Krishna is coming, and he just ran, and like how he embarrassed to Sudama, like as I said, "Oh, Sudama," then like that's it. How he have why you came very late? You should come, and then he take him to that inside, and let Sudama to sit on his bed, and he is like Krishna. He didn't wait for like he said, "Okay, I'm going to wash your feet," because of Krishna always like but he loves that Bhakta Brahmana. So that Krishna is let him set him on his bed, and Sudama, he's washing, Krishna is washing Sudama's feet with not water, but like a tear flowing from his eyes. And he washed the Sudama's feet with his tears. So, like this is the Krishna's prem to the Bhakta devotee, how that he has so much love and affection to his friend, and that water he sprinkle on his head, and that he's wiping his feet with his what he was wearing is like uttariya, so he's wiping his friend feet with that clothes what that Krishna was putting that like wearing, like it's called uttariya. So so how much love the Krishna had to Sudama, and then he said, then he both sit down, and then he said, the Sudama said, no, Krishna said, "Oh, Mitra, like a friend, Sakha, how you doing? You are just you came to visit me." And they said, "Did you bring something?" And no, like and then he wiped his face, and then the Krishna gave him a seat, and then he's giving all like it takes 22 and 20 to 22. Lord Krishna seated his friend Sudama upon the bed. Then the Lord, who purifies the whole world personally, offered him various tokens of respect and washed his feet, O king, after which he sprinkled the water on his own head. He anointed him with divinely fragrant sandalwood, aguru, and kumkum paste, and happily worshipped him with aromatics, incense, and arrays of lamps. So, after finally offering him betel nut and the gift of a cow, he welcomed him with pleasing words. So Krishna is welcoming that Sudama, how he is that giving all the fragrance and then sandalwood, and afterwards he is taking like placing was some do, and then the things is the Krishna was asking that why that you came very late, my friend. Why did you come early? So then when he said, "Did you bring anything?" Like my sister-in-law, like when you said that something is must be, she send it to for me, and then even though that's they don't have anything, but that we ask for some neighbors to give something for like baking, and whatever they give, so like flattened rice, and then Krishna like slowly just taking the rice, and she said, "Oh, that Sudama feel very ashamed to how can he give that rice to the Krishna, what he have, what is in his palace. How am I going to give this like a flattened rice to Krishna? He will accept him." So he was hiding under his armpit, and then he said, "No, I can't. I don't have anything to give you." So Krishna Krishna knows. So then he just taking to from that rice, and they started eating, and then it both friends like talking how they have a time in Gurukula when they were studying in Sandipani's ashram. And then that Krishna said, "Oh, Sudama, do you remember how we going to take collect firewood, and then we were stuck in the jungle. So it was a very like a dark night, and then Krishna is remembering all the past time with Sudama, and then Sudama was yes, and then Krishna was saying, "Oh, Sudama, do you remember when we went to collect the firewood, and then the night was very like the started all of a sudden started raining, and we were stuck. So how that Guru Ma like that she gave to Krishna and Sudama to like a piece, like a chickpeas or some to have in the jungle, and then somehow that both were stuck, and then the Krishna and Sudama was sitting on a different trees, and then Sudama getting very hungry. So like the Sudama started because of fear and then hunger. So Sudama ate her part of the chickpeas, and then he ate it Krishna's part also. So that Krishna is reminding the Sudama, and then and that Sudama said, "Yes, I remember." And that like whenever that the yes, and then then as the sunset of the forest. So they were stuck in the forest, and then the water, the flooding, and then afterwards, how they come to the Guru's ashrama back. Uh, so here afterwards, this is all about the then Krishna's giving the this is a then when Krishna when we pray to Krishna, and then how the Krishna is so merciful. This is what with the Krishna is mercy to the Sudama, and then the Sudama never Sudama didn't ask anything for Krishna to give. After all that, then Krishna, the Sudama said, okay, he stayed night, and then morning he wants to go back like, and then he asked Krishna to permission to, okay, I'm going to leave to now my place, and then Krishna, that like the so Krishna, like that, okay, I can read that text 14, like Sandipani said, "Oh, my children, you have suffered too much for my sake. So the body is most dear to every living creature, but you are so dedicated to me that you completely disgrace your own comfort." So, like in this text, that Sandipani Muni, the Guru, said, when we please the Guru, how he gave that all blessings, and they said, "Oh, you didn't even look for your like bodily comfort, but you are just like for me, you are just happy to serve, and then you just dedicated to me." So that Guru give the blessings, and Guru when we get the Guru's mercy, so that is the main thing. We always pleasing Guru, and then how much we can like try to uh, uh, please the Guru. And this indeed in the duty of all true disciples to repay to debt to their spiritual master by offering him with pure hearts their wealth and even their very lives. So you boys are first-class Brahmanas, and I am satisfied with you. You may all your desires be fulfilled, and maybe the Vedic mantras you have learned never lose their meaning for you in this world or the next. So that Sandipani Muni giving the blessings to Krishna and Sudama said, "You will never forget what I give you, that all Vedic Vedic mantras. You will remember whenever you need it." and you can be in this world or the next. So you will always remember this mantras, Vedic mantras. So then when we see here that when we fulfill that desires for the guru, so how we can give the blessings. And and Lord Krishna continued, we had many similar experience. Like they are remembering that how many we have when we were in the Guru's ashram. So that like when the two friends get together, and then what they're talking about when they had a school time, how we were doing that. We were if they are not doing anything, they remember something, and then they are just like Krishna and Sudhama. They are doing like said, oh, how we have a time in the Gurukul. So, like experience while living in our spiritual master's home. So, simply by the grace of the spiritual master, a person can fulfill his life's purpose and attain eternal peace. And so, the Brahmana said, what could I possibly have failed to achieve? O Lord, O Lords, O universal teacher, since I was able to personally live with you, whose every desire is fulfilled at the home of our spiritual master. O Almighty Lord, your body compares the absolute truth in the form of the Vedas and is thus the source of all auspicious goals of life. That you took up residence at the school of our spiritual master is simply one of our pastimes in which you play the role of human beings. So this like a chapter is so nice, and then how that Krishna and Sudama that and in the next chapter, so how that Krishna gives the opulent and to the Lord that Sudama's, and that one things when the Krishna was eating poha to that giving the opulent, and then second one when he is putting in his mouth, so Rukmani's Devi, like a goddess of fortune, stopped Krishna to just you gave enough to your friend. Now that's we can have a like a prasad for the second morsel from when that like the Rukmani stopped. So yeah, so that Krishna, when make Lord Krishna happy, when we go to the Krishna always looking for that bhakta devotee. So something else to learn, like when Sudama, because why we think why the Sudama is very poor, that then like said because that Krishna he's ate the Krishnas, then he didn't offer to Krishna, he ate his part like when before offering to Krishna. So that's why maybe some like when listening in Katha or something. So maybe I don't know, I'm not sure, but yes, something to like before we offer to Krishna, and Krishna is always happy to look after the devotee. So yeah, and I remember just one pastime about Narsimeta, like when the Narsimeta, he never asked anything about the Krishna, and that when that Narsimha is always chanting about the Krishna's name, even he doesn't have anything, or when his older brother, he was doing like that his father last what is called the all about when he passed away, and then his brother doing every time. So one time, that his brother said, "Why don't you do it this time?" And the Narasimha Mehta's wife said, "Okay, we can do, but we don't have enough, like that rasan or what you call it. So something is not. We don't have enough. So like a ghee or something." Then his wife sending Narasimha Mehta to go and beg, like ask. To we can get some ghee to we can fulfill the final respect to the father, like he was calling Brahmana to feed the Brahmanas. And then the nursing method was going one shop to another shop. He said, please give me some, and then I can, I don't have, but whenever I get, then I will give it back. And everybody said, no, we don't have it, we can't give you. And then one shopkeeper, he's happy to give, but he said, I give you in one condition. You had to give, like, you had to uh, sang the Krishna's bhajan. Like, then Narsimita said, okay. So then Narsimita started singing, and he said, oh, then he forget and keep singing and singing. Is it gone evening, and then this side, like, that wife, the Krishna, take that Narsi Mehta's, that rope, and then he gave that, like, all, that so much, like, feed the Brahmanas and everything, and then they gave that so much charity to Brahmanas also. So wife was thinking, oh, how? And then after everything is finished, and then your wife is asking, who's the one gave you this one? That, like, he's thinking this is the Narasimha Mehta, and then that was the Krishna himself. So, and then they said, yes, we have, like, and he didn't give the answer, like, and then he said, okay, I have to go and some, like, I'm going and coming back in by 2-3 hours. So then after nighttime, the Nurse Mehta came back, and then he said, "Oh, where have you been? It's long. I was waiting. That who is the one to give all the things to you? Who is the, like, a person that gives so much to you?" So then Narsimata realized. He said, I was there and singing whole of the time, all the time, and then I didn't even realize. Said, oh, okay, I have to go back and home, and then you're waiting. And by the time that all the Brahman has been fed and give them so much charity also, so that Krishna, that always looking after that, he's a bhakta, the devotee, like Narsimata Mehta was always chanting Krishna's name. So when we serve the Krishna in love and affection, Krishna is always there and then looking after the devotee. So yes, uh, I'm just stopping here. I don't have so much to say, but just whatever I remember, I told that for my just knowledge. Please, you can add, anybody can add, and anybody can just say few words about that Krishna and Sudhama's pastimes. So yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you for listening, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. It's so beautiful pastimes of Krishna and Sudama, and also a nice story about Nasi Mehta. So nice to hear, Mataji. Okay, so here in this the chapter, how Krishna received Brahmana. So Krishna is he mentions like Brahma Daivam Param Himi, and he mentions that Brahmanas are like my Daiva. So in such a way, he adores all the Brahmanas, the pure Brahmanas.
Yes, Sudama is a pure Brahmana. He never desired anything. So yes, how that Krishna gave without asking. That Sudama never asked.
Yes, so beautiful. And one Brahmanas generally they live on whatever come on his accord, not by just working under someone. That is not the duty of a Brahmana. Daivalabdhena santosha atmavicharanacharanam swadharmacharanam sakya Swadharmacharam sekya vidharmacha nivartanam daivalabdhena santosha atmavicharanacharanam. Swadharma of the Brahmana is only to worship Vishnu and Krishna and then engage himself in the morning, afternoon. In three sanjas, you need to perform Gayatri mantras, and in such a way, his engagement is completely to the Lord. So that is the Brahmana. He does not work in offices going for under some Sudras or like that. He is a topmost. Such kind of Brahmana is Sudhama. So as in the previously we have seen. And his wife also has got all Susila is all good qualities. And likewise Krishna was mentioning. So you have you accepted nice wife who is cooperating in your life to carry out your duties? Okay, so in all instances, Krishna's, that's why his name is, there is one shloka, how he respected cows and Brahmanas. What is that? Is,
Yeah.
Krishna is the well-wisher of Brahmanas and cows. Like there is one shloka is there.
Spring sloka, isn't it? Namo Brahmani Devaya Go Brahmahitaya.
Yes, go on Mataji, complete that shloka.
Namo Brahmani Devaya Go Brahmahitaya Jagatitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah.
Yes, very beautiful. Yes, so here Krishna is like here, though Krishna, Sudama is Krishna's friend, at the same time he is also a Brahmana. And so here in this shloka, Sandipana Muni mentions that the duty of a disciple, he has to surrender his life to his spiritual master, even very lives to the spiritual master. So pure hearts, their wealth, and even their very heart, very lives. So you see, Yetat Gyevhi Satchishyaihi, Sishyaihi, Kartavyam Guru Nishkrutam, Yedvai Vishuddha Bhavena. So what is this one? Sarvadha Atma Annapanam, sorry, Arpanam and Guru. So Arpanam Guru, Sarvadha Atma Arpanam Guru. So everything to offer to Guru. So with Etavatyeva Susrusha Karya Pitriputrakai Bhadamiti Anumanyeta Gaurivena Guru Vachaha. So Brahma says to Kardama Prajapati, as he has followed his father's instruction, when we, as taking the instructions of the father and spiritual master, one has to execute. Karya Pitri Bhadamiti Anumanyeta Gaurivena Gurur Vachaha. With so much of respect, we need to simply carry out. So here, Sarvardha Atma Arpanam Guru. Sarvardha Atma Arpanam Guru. So Sandipani Muni is mentioning here. So that is the duty of all true disciples to repay the debt to their spiritual master by offering him with pure hearts their wealth and even their very lives. And because of that, you boys are first-class Brahmanas. I am satisfied with you. May all your desires be fulfilled, and may the Vedic mantras you have learned never lose their meaning for you in this world or the next. So as Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, so that word, that means we understand from here. Of course, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. When even the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he appears, he would always make sure that there is a Brahmana's mercy unto the Lord, even in the Ramchandra's pastimes. So wherever he goes, first of all, he asks for the permission from his father or the spiritual master or the sages or the rishis or Brahmanas. So we see everywhere, and then on that permission only he will do it, not by his own. If he has to do it personally, then it is a different duty, dharma swadharma. But if for anything, first of all, he will wait upon his father and the sages and brahmanas and spiritual masters like Vishwamitra and Vasistha Muni and Bharadwaja Rishi, and asking them their permission. What should I be doing now? Likewise. So that is Krishna and Ram always wait upon gurus. Okay, very beautiful points, Mataji. Very nicely explained. Pastimes of Krishna and Sudhama. Okay, dear devotees, if you have got any questions to Usha Mataji or you want to share anything on these pastimes, kindly unmute and share your questions or share any pastimes. Hare
Yeah,
Yeah,
please
just
forgive me, Prabhu, if I made any mistakes. I just whatever I can. I don't have knowledge to explain very well, but yeah, I tried. Please forgive me any mistakes. It will be good.
Yeah, no mistakes, Mataji. Everything is you have described very perfectly. Any questions, dear devotees?
yeah, that is went very nicely. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I just have to like add one thing, not about Sudhama, but there is a Charasang, like so Charasang was always like fighting many times with the Krishna, and then he just run away and things like that. So afterwards, somehow he realized that like Krishna likes always Brahmana, like Brahman Devta and things like that. So what he has done, I heard from the story that he have served like Jarasangh has served the Brahmana very nicely, like giving food and like prasad and everything. And then afterwards, like Brahmana was very happy by whatever like Jarasangh has for his services. So uh, then Brahmana said that whatever you want, can can ask. And then Jarasangh said that like you have to ask Krishna to run away, or like things like that. And Brahmana said, how can we do it? So he said, if you don't do that, then I will kill you. So because of like, and afterwards then Brahmana went to the Krishna, and then they told that Krishna that like about the situation, otherwise Sarasang was kill us. So at that time Krishna, like by fighting, he has run chore, like he has leave this battlefield and run away, which is very bad to do as a Kshatriya, but still for the to protect the Brahmana, he has run away, and then afterwards like Dwarka, so still like because even though he run away battlefield, still we are worship as Ranchod, like it's just, and still like Krishna is still, because of the Brahmana he has, and still everybody worship as Ranchod. So yeah, like it's how much he helped.
Understanding.
Yeah, Prabhuji. That's what I just
Thank you
tell you.
for sharing. Say, please. Any other pastimes, dear devotees? Gayatri Mataji was sharing.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Usha Mataji. Very nicely explained, Mataji. Yeah, very nice. Today, I I thought today I had to listen to this. I guess that's why. Yeah, very nicely explained how Krishna loves his devotees and how how he loves his the Brahmana friend, poor Brahmana friend. So well explained, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mr. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay. Hemlata Mataji, you wanted to share anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. No, not sharing, but I appreciate how Mataji has explained the pastime. We have listened to it like from our young age, but today it was so nice to hear and remind us the pastime. So thank you very much, Mataji. And there were no mistakes. So it was very good. She is so humble, keep asking for forgiveness for mistakes, but she doesn't do. So Hare
No,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Very nice, Mataji. I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Mataji.
But this Jarasan story which Mataji has explained, Meena Mataji, I never heard this before. Because of the Brahmana, Krishna had to leave the battlefield and run away uh, and to Dwarka. Uh, can you just clarify it, Prabhu, a bit more?
So that here Jarasandha, he has attacked Krishna for 17 times, but 18 times. So he had a different plan. So because during that time, Kalayavana and Jarasandha, both were attacking Madura. So during that time, Krishna has utilized Muchukunda to kill Kalayavana, and at the same time, Other side there is a Rukmini's pastimes. So he has to attend other pastime, Rukmini. So for that purpose, he also went. But Jarasandha is the worshipper of Brahmana. He is also devotee of Vishnu. Jarasandha is a devotee of Vishnu and he respects all the Brahmanas. But he has captured many kings previously. I think in order to give them a sacrifice to, I think it is Kalabhairava or something like that. So for that purpose, he has captured so many of kings like that. That is the only thing in the Bhagavatam has mentioned. And later on, one of the messengers from the captured kings, they have sent message to Krishna in the Dwaraka. And then taking permission, taking the suggestion from Uddhava, Krishna has taken, he went to Hastinapura, he took Arjuna and Bhimasena and then went to the Jarasandha's kingdom. There, Krishna made, they have disguised themselves as Brahmanas and entered into the Jarasandha's that kingdom. But when they were entering, they went from the behind. Instead of going from the front door, they entered into the backside doors. In such a way, they entered because they are going to go as enemies. So that is the process to enter like that. So there each and every step there is a meaning, and then later on they have jumped the wall when they're entering into the palace also. And then people were wondering why these people looking like a Brahmanas are entering like that. And then once they entered into the palace, Jarasandha looking at them, and then he received those three Brahmanas. But they're appearing like a Brahmanas, but the symbols on their shoulders, which are carrying like the kingly weapons, like the mace and the Gandiva or bow and arrows like that. He could understand that, he could sense that, but somewhere or other he has received them, and then after he treats them very nicely. Later on, Krishna reveals that after asking the jewel from Jarasandha that we have come here to ask for a jewel battle with you. So, and then Krishna reveals the identity of Krishna, and then Arjuna and Bhimasena. Jarasandha chose to fight with Bhima instead of Krishna and Arjuna. So that one, it comes from the Bhagavatam. But as Mataji said, and Ranachora is like a Krishna has climbed up on the top of the mountain and he jumped into the waters, Krishna and Balram both, and then they reached the Dwaraka. So that pastime it is mentioned. But Krishna, that is why he has got Ranachor. We don't see that in order to kill Brahmana, they have left. That is not the part of it. But I request Meena Mataji to clarify that one. Hare Krishna, Meena Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So I have not read in this about Bhagavatam, but I heard like the story that because of the Brahmana, he has left this to protect the Brahmana from Jarasan. He was left, and doesn't matter. That is very bad for as a Kshatriya, but still for Brahmana he has done. That's what I heard in the story and one of the Katha.
Yeah, that does not come. So, for example, if we
I don't know in this Bhagavatam. Yes.
just if you look at the killing of Dhenukasura, so and then sons of Gopi.
Yeah, and then he just went to
Yeah.
and then he become Pancho.
Yeah, if you see, look at here, Krishna and Balrama jumped from here. So here, this is what comes from Krishna book. First, he tried to find them. Jarasandha tried to find, and then but when he failed to decide and to trap and kill them by setting fires around the peak of that mountain. He therefore surrendered the peak with firewood and set it ablaze. The fire spread more and more. Krishna and Balram jumped from the top of the mountain down to the ground, a distance of 88 miles. Thus, while the peak was burning up, Krishna and Balram escaped unseen by Jarasandha or his men. Jarasandha concluded that two brothers had burned to ashes and that there was no need of further fighting. Thinking himself successful in his efforts, he left the city of Madura and returned to his home in the kingdom of Magadha. Gradually, Krishna and Balrama reached the city of Dwarka, which was surrounded by the sea. So this is what we see here from the Bhagavatam.
Yeah, this is all right. This come afterwards, everything. Yeah, that's all. But before that, why he has left? Like, why did he left the battlefield?
So here, this is the
First, they're saying that
this
like
time
even
Krishna thought that Krishna and Balram were very much afraid of his military strength and were fleeing the battlefield. He followed them. So here again, um, Lord Sri Krishna wanted to save Madura from the 18th attack of the great military divisions of King Jarasandha to prevent further killing of soldiers and to attend other important business. Lord Krishna left the battlefield without fighting. Actually, he was not at all afraid, but he pretended to be an ordinary human being, frightened by the immense quantity of soldiers and resources of Jarasandha. Without any weapons, Krishna left the battlefield, although his lotus feet were as soft as the petals of lotus flower. He proceeded for a very long distance on foot. This time, Jarasandha thought that Krishna and Balrama were very much afraid of his military strength and were fleeing the battlefield. He followed them with all his chariot, horses, infantry. So,
yeah, this okay.
yeah, due to this pastime, Krishna was known as Ranachora, which means one who has left the battlefield. And in India, especially in Gujarat, there are many temples of Krishna known as temples of Ranchorji.
Yeah, in Dakor, which is near Ahmedabad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know where the story came, but I heard that. But
So,
maybe not in this
so
Krishna.
otherwise, sometimes many people they think different stories. I think we could find from the local temples, they will tell so many stories. When I went to Vrindavan, one person, he was driving a rickshaw, I think. So another person was sitting and then he's speaking all the philosophy and then I was just simply hearing what he is speaking about Thakurji and then I was wondering, they're telling very nice stories to them. And
And
then
then you
so
can
much of,
believe also how they can tell. Then you just started believing it
yeah,
because they how the way they say it, you started believing.
yeah,
You said,
with
oh, actually, it's
they're
happened.
saying with confidence, like he has grown his beard like this, and then just saying like all he know everything, something like that. He was sharing all his pastimes. I was just a bit amazed and just simply hearing and then just relishing whatever he is saying. That's all. I am not. I did not argue with them with the philosophy, but simply just hearing them. Okay, but somewhere or other they're glorifying Krishna. So that is what I hear.
Yes. Yeah.
I'd like Lal Govindasji and think he's related to this one, but I don't know. He has given some quote as well, but I didn't remember.
Yeah. So we have got 18 Puranas. So that we have Padma Purana, Vishnu Purana. The same pastime, it could have been described in
Mhm.
different angles. Possibly we might have seen there. But
Yeah.
from the Bhagavatam perspective, so we see here it is Amala Purana. If we have got anything to establish Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam as the base, in order to support this one, we can quote from the other Puranas. But we cannot deviate from Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam.
Mm.
But in other Puranas, for example, in the Shiva Purana, it says that, okay, Lord Shiva is the great and then glorifying it. But it is a little bit contradictory when it comes to the Bhagavad Gita. So during that time, we have to take Bhagavad Gita as the base. And of course, that Shiva Purana, it is again based on different millennium, different kalpa. So that is also, we need to establish the circumstances. Okay, so why it was explained, we need to look from all the angles. So Bhagavatam is for the Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam. Nirmatsara, no more material entanglement. It is for the Atma Ramas. But thank you, Mataji.
So, like, if there is quotes from somewhere else, like Padma Purana and like in a Brahmavati Purana or like in a different, so that is not like acceptable.
as long as it supports Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, we accept that.
Okay.
So this is supplementary knowledge. Again, it will not be deviating. So that's why Puranas, 18 Puranas, 6 out of 18, 6 Puranas are for the people in the mode of goodness, 6 Puranas for the people in the mode of ignorance, 6 Puranas for the people in the mode of passion. They will understand very easily and they will try to learn those Puranas from their point of view. But actually, all Puranas are transcendental. Everything will bring to the Hari, lotus feet of Krishna, finally. That is the topmost thing.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Kamlata Mataji, for raising that. Any other questions or anything to share? Swarup Prabhuji?
No, Prabhu, nothing more to add from my side.
Okay, any other devotees? Gauringi Mataji, Asha Mataji? Okay, so no questions, no sharings. Anyone else? Jagriti Mataji, you wanted to share anything, Mataji?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Everything is Usha Mataji and said everything is nicely. Is nothing much to add. She explained very nicely.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Thank you, Usha Mataji. Very nice.
yeah, wonderful.
They covered
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
So here is written because he has left because of the Rukmani.
Yes. So he had to attend a different business, as we
Okay.
mentioned here. Attend other important business. Because when he is getting married to Rukmini Devi, he does
Like,
not.
but Rukmani has written this love letter in Dwarka when already this Dwarka is to bliss. No, Rukmani ji has written the letter. Love letter when Krishna was already in the Dwarka and all this like in a gold Dwarka like is
Yes.
already established. Then so why is mentioned here like?
Yeah, this is Madhura's pastimes, and this is where Madhura pastimes ends, and then Krishna goes to Dwaraka. There he receives that letter.
Then why here is say like because he left the battlefield because of the Rukmani or something I read just now somewhere.
This is it is important business. It is not saying that it is Rukmini's marriage, something like that. It is said important business. That's all.
God, the Lord Krishna. Yeah. Written to be an ordinary, okay.
Yeah.
Where is Rukmani name?
Rukmini name cannot be seen here, but we
Yeah,
would.
I just saw. I just read somewhere.
Yeah, that one. It is at the moment. Okay, let us find that one. Okay, so there is again this purpose. The purpose, as it will be revealed, was to attend confidential letter sent by Rukmini. That is later on. I think it is said
Here
in.
it said Krishna left the Ranchor because of the Rukmani, something I just read somewhere.
Okay, I think here in this chapter.
Krishna's living the battlefield is a display of his six opulences.
Yeah, one of them. Like the battlefield in India, especially in Gujarat.
Kind of one of the qualities, the renouncement.
Mm-hmm.
That is what it is mentioning. Krishna's leaving the battlefield is a display of one of his six opulences. Yes, thank you so much, Mantaj.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we have 50 minutes left. Usha Mataji, anything else you wanted to add, Mataji?
No, Prabhu. No, just if you, Prabhu, you can add anything about the Krishna Sudhama.
So, yeah. Here, one point Krishna mentions if uh, Krishna worships Brahmanas and he also wears the dust of feet of the Brahmanas on his head. The Lord personally, he says, as we were reading, discussing the pastimes of Vaikuntha when the four Kumaras are there,
Yes.
the Lord says that Vipramstupon Visheta Yadarhanambaha. So there he mentions Sadhya Punati Sahachandra Lalama Lokan. So I wear the dust of the feet of the Brahmanas. I only wear it, and the Ganges emanating from my feet, and then it is purifying all the planetary systems, and it is also pure, including Lord Shiva, who would not dare to have the dust of Brahmanas' feet on their heads. God is only doing that one, who would not do it? So likewise, and also if there is a disrespect to the Brahmanas, and the Lord would not hesitate, if Lord, he mentions, Yasyamrita Amalashah Sravanavagaha Sadhyapunati Jagat Atsopachad Vikuntaha. सोऽहं भोग्य उपलब्धसुदीर्घकीर्तिः चिञ्जां स्वबाहुमपि वः प्रतिकूलवृत्तिं चिञ्जां स्वबाहुमपि वः प्रतिकूलवृत्तिम्. If Lord acts like in case by any chance opposite to the Brahmana, then either Lord or his attendants, then Chinjam Swabhahumapi Vaha Pratikoolavrittim, I would not hesitate to lop off my arm if I have acted which is an offense to the Brahmanas. The Lord says that to four Kumara. See how strong that statement is. So he worshipped the Brahmanas like anything. Sadhavo Hrudayam Mahyam Sadhunam Hrudayam Tvaham Madanyanti Najananti Naham Tebhyo Managapi. I am in the heart of my devotees. Devotees are in the heart of in my heart. I do not know anyone except my devotees. My devotees do not accept me. So in such a way, the Lord glorifies the Brahmanas. Brahmanasya param devam brahmanaha kilate prabho vipranam vipraanam devadevanam bhagavan atma devatam. For Kumaras, they glorify the Lord. So you always respect the Brahmanas like that. You are the Lord of all the Brahmanas and Vipras and demigods like that. Okay, so there are further so many glorifications of the Brahmanas, how Lord personally glorifies Brahmanas. In the third canto, 16th chapter, I think verses starts from around 6 or 7th verse, around 7 or 8 verses. He very beautifully describes the glories of the Brahmanas. Okay, so due to the time, we do not go deep into those glorification of the Brahmanas. We stop here. Unless if devotees have got any questions, otherwise we shall proceed to the next part, next prayers. Okay, so no questions. Vishal Mataji, would you like to do the Nasima prayers or you want someone to do it for you, Mataji?
Yeah, anybody would like to, then they can do, Prabhu.
Okay. Anyone would like to? Jagriti Mataji, would you like to do the Nasima prayers, Mataji? And Meena Mataji and yourself, would you both like to do it?
Yeah, okay, Prabhuji.
Jagriti Mataji and Meena Mataji. Meena Mataji would lead, Jagriti
Yeah,
Mataji will follow.
Meena Mataji can lead and I can follow her.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya
Prahlad
Praladala Adadaine
हिरण्यकशिपूर्वक्षः
हिरण्यकाशी पूर्वक्षः
शीलटङ्कानकालाये
शिलाटङ्कानकालाये
इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहो
इतो नरसिंह परतो नरसिंह
इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहो
इतो नरसिंह परतो नरसिंह
यतो यतो यमिततो नरसिंहो
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह
बहे नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
बहिरे नरसिंह हृदये नरसिंह
बहे नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
बहिरे नरसिंह हृदये नरसिंह
नरसिंहामदिं शरणं प्रपदे
नरसिंह मम आदिं शरणं प्रपदे
अवकरकमलवरे नाकाम् अद्भुतशृङ्गा दलित हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गाम् केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
तव कर कमलवरे नखम् अद्भुतशृङ्गा दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गाम् केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल जय निताय गौरा हरि बोल
सिंहदेव भगवान की जय।
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज की जय।
जय नरसिंह
निताय गौर
जय
प्रेमानंदे हरि
गुरुदेव हरि हरि बोल
प्रभुपाद
कृष्ण।
की जय।
thank you Amanga Prabhuji
thank
and thank you Meena Mataji
you
very nice
it was beautiful Kirtan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu.
All devotees
thank you
kindly unmute and do loud Hari Bols to Usha Mataji for kindly sharing Krishna Katha.
हरि बोल।
बोल
हरि
बोल
हरि
बोल
बोल।
Thank you so much, Mataji, for taking
Thank you, the devotees for listening. Hare
advice.
Krishna.
Very
thank you
Devancha Kataribyascha Kripa Sindhupayocha
ये बच्चे
Patitanam
much.
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव
जय
Prabhupada ki
जय
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Mataji.